Everyone, what's up? Back at you. Little on the fly midweek episode. Wasn't sure if we were going to be able to get it in, but it's happening. It's Wednesday. On the agenda today, we got this day in history, athlete, little about this week, work, some random thoughts, what we've been doing, all that, and above. Talk about USA basketball, answer some viewer questions and comments, and then pet peeves. So it might be a short one. It might go extended. We'll just have to play it by ear. But we'll start it off with this day from Tyler.
All right, today, July 25th, in 1832, the first railroad accident occurred in the United States. In 1943, Benito Mussolini falls from power. Personally, my favorite dictator. I don't know if you have a favorite dictator, but Mussolini.
It's not Hitler, I'll tell you that.
Yikes. Today was the opening ceremony of the Olympiad in Barcelona in 1992.
I like that. Bartha.
Barcelona. In 1985, Rock Hudson announces he has AIDS. I know he was one of the first famous people to announce that he had contracted the AIDS virus, and he ended up dying from that a couple years later. And in 1978, the world's first test tube baby, which I believe they mean artificial insemination.
Interesting. That's very interesting.
So that, a couple things going on.
Hell of a day. July's a good month, man.
Good month to fall from power if you're a dictator.
Just shit's popping off in July.
That's big facts.
Big fats. I mean, summertime, crime rates up, all that and the above.
The heat's getting to people.
Yeah, we got people acting crazy out here, getting AIDS.
Sure. Before it was cool.
Yeah, definitely before it was cool. All right, so athlete segment. We're doing it the same way as we normally do it?
Yeah, we'll go. I'm turning up the heat on you. This one's a little harder than the past couple ones have been, but definitely still doable.
All right. So I gotta put my thinking cap on here. No one stuck out to me.
I'll tell you what, if you guess this guy first guess, I'll do 2 beers.
You'll do 2 beers back to back?
Mm-hmm.
That I would like to see. I have a person, but I can't remember his name. God dang it. Hold on. I'm pulling up a list because it's somebody I can't remember. All right, just bear with me here for a second. No, it's not going to be him. All right, I got it. You ready?
Yeah.
Fudge Rodriguez.
Fudge or Pudge?
Pudge, yeah, Pudge. Shit. Ivan Pudge Rodriguez.
No, it's not him.
Damn it.
He's a hell of a player, though.
Yeah, I'd like to say that.
All right. Still no beers chugged.
Still no beers chugged. Somebody's going to get it one of these days. And I'm going to be pissed.
Well, you're just conceding that it's you.
Yeah, I guess so. But all right. So baseball, football, or basketball?
Yep.
Nice. Baseball.
No.
Football.
Yep.
Okay, you could have made that a little more simple for me. White.
No.
Black.
Yes.
Offense.
Yes.
So he's a black offensive player.
Hey, Sammy.
Hey.
The guest feature. First guest feature right here. She's stealing a bite of my pizza.
Are you recording?
Yeah.
Oh, my bad.
All right. So we got a black offensive player. Are we talking skill player or offensive line?
Definitely skill player.
Skill player. Quarterback,
No.
running back.
Yep.
Okay. Speed or power guy?
I don't remember too much about him. I would say power, just based on his build. 5'11", 220.
Okay. Hall of Fame?
No.
No. All right. It doesn't help me tons. I don't know who or who isn't in the Hall of Fame. Let's see. NFC or AFC? Primarily.
NFC East.
Okay. NFC East is like Redskins, Cowboys. Did he wear the number 22?
No.
Um, so is he on the Cowboys?
He played for the Skins.
Okay.
But what he's most famous for is for the Redskins, but he was drafted by the Broncos.
How how long ago are we thinking? Like did he retire
2002.
did he retire before 2010?
He retired in 2010.
In 2010? Only Redskins quarterback or running back that I know is Clinton Portis.
That's it.
Nice. Fucking Clinton.
Clutch.
Clinton Portis was good. Played for Miami, right?
First true freshman to start at Miami at running back since 1975.
That's pretty wild because that was in their prime.
Yeah, that's big
when-
time Miami.
That's
As
when
the
Miami was the U.
honestly, I'm surprised he's not a Hall of Famer. He's got 9,923 rushing yards, 75 rushing touchdowns, 250 catches, 2,000 receiving yards, 5 receiving touchdowns, but he doesn't have like a lot of Pro Bowls or anything.
Yeah.
All-Pros.
Yeah, I mean, I think he's probably right there on the edge. I don't know if he's gonna get in. Um, not tons of wins surrounding him.
Yeah, he did win a national championship at Miami.
True.
Third team All-American, first team All Big East. It's kind of weird to think of them as a Big East team.
Yeah, I guess so. I guess they were Big East back then, huh?
And he was named to the 90 greatest Washington Commanders.
I could see that. I definitely could see that. Even though he was never a Washington Commander.
That boy was a skin.
He's a Redskin. That's what's up. Good segment.
This also he was a two-sport athlete at Miami. He ran track and field.
Interesting. I didn't realize that.
So I'm gonna put him on my spreadsheet as a two-sport and as this mystery athlete.
True, you got to. Got to. I mean, honestly, to run track and field at 5'11", 220,
Kid's stud.
that boy explosive. All right, so tell me a little bit about your week.
So I'm on the up and up from a sickness that I caught because when sickness spreads around work, it's just, I guess, because it's so cold, like it just hangs around and everybody ends up getting sick. So I got a little bit of the funk. And I also got it from, I think, because Wes and Allie were sick and I went over there on Saturday. And I was like, listen, I'm going to see my grandma on Monday. I'm going to wear a mask. And then they started calling me Maskler. And Corey said he wasn't going to go out with Mask Man. So I said, fuck it. I didn't wear it. And I got sick. So I didn't see my grandma. So
Oh man.
I got bullied into getting sick.
Oh man, that would have been pretty funny if you out in CB in a mask.
I was never gonna wear it out because I feel like fresh air. I feel like there's enough fresh air circulating. I'm not a scientist. I was gonna just wear it inside.
You
But
think
then,
there's fresh air in the dive?
well, listen, at the dive, I'm barely even speaking English. I'm not gonna be worried about anything at the dive.
It's probably where you got it.
Allegedly, one of us threw up in the dive bathroom.
Allegedly.
That's what Allie said. I know for a fact it wasn't me.
How would Allie even know that?
She said that the four of us were in there, and then when they were closing, there was throw up in the sink.
Well, yeah. You know how many people went in that
That's what
bathroom?
I said. And I said also the main culprit would have been Corey, but Corey puked outside. And when he pukes, he's pretty much done.
Yeah, and like I feel like that group is not going to puke in the sink. Like, be self-respecting and puke in the toilet.
We're adults. We're going to get in the toilet or we're going to puke outside.
Exactly. Yeah, that wasn't you guys. Allie can think what she wants, but that's slander if you ask me.
I think it's slander at worst, libel at best. She'll be hearing from my lawyer. Oh my God. Water.
Oh, mask
Water.
over there.
Oh God.
Yeah, definitely defamation of character. So she should definitely hear from a lawyer.
She's also going to hear about my lawyer for alleging that my head got smashed off that window and cracked it. There's no proof.
I don't know what you're talking about.
The night before your wedding. 2 nights before your wedding.
Don't remember many of those nights.
Me and Nick were wrestling out there.
Ah, yeah, that vaguely comes to mind.
Yep. Anyway, for the viewers, Nick tackled me. My head smashed off the glass. Allegedly, it cracked. I was about to start dropping hammer fists on Nick till your brother-in-law got involved, but whatever.
Yeah, somebody had to hold you back, right?
I mean, he was on top of me, but I had the upper hand. I had him right where I wanted him.
It checks out.
We had a playoff softball game last night. I went 1 for 3. I should have had a stand-up double, but I watched the ball. I watched it like I hit a home run. I was fucking 40 feet from the fence. I don't know why I did that. So I had a really long single. And then Ed hit a triple, so I scored from home, or I scored from first. And then I had a walk, RBI run scored, no errors. I had a sick backhand scoop where I even did a somersault thing afterwards. Other team was like, "Whoa, nice catch," and I was like, "Yeah, 1 play a year, bro. I can do it." And me and the other team's pitcher kind of got into it a little bit. He made a comment that I was standing too close to the plate, so I stopped the game and asked him where he would like me to stand. And then he tried brushing me back in slow pitch. I was like, "You really trying to brush me back right now?" And we're like, playful. We're laughing at each other. Next time I come up to bat, he immediately goes, "Oh, here we go again." I've never heard anybody tell me I stand too close to the plate, ever. I mean, it would make sense because I pull everything, but so he tries to brush me back. And as he's winding up for his next pitch, I take a step in and stand on top of the plate. And apparently that's not allowed. And everybody was like, "Whoa, whoa, whoa." And I was like, "I'm just kidding. I know it's not allowed." So we ended up losing 7-4.
It was respectable, I guess.
We should have won. Tingo had a shit game.
Did you let him know about it?
You can't let him know about it because he'll get too upset. He's so hard on himself. I don't want him to fucking kill himself on the way home.
So he can dish it out, but he can't take it.
Most people in this group can dish it out and can't take it. There's a reason me and Wes get the brunt of the shit just because we could take it. Nobody else can take it.
I think the reason you and Wes get most of the shit is because you make it easy for us to give you the most shit.
All I'm saying is we handle our business. So if you know where we live.
Do you handle your business, or is that just a saying that you like to say?
I don't know. I don't even know. I'm barely alive right now.
Yeah, I see that. I'm surprised you're not, in the dark, laying on your couch, barely speaking into the computer, just like that one episode that we don't speak of.
Oh, the solo.
Yeah,
You see the shirt? Did I show you the shirt? Were
Solid.
you in town when I bought this?
I think so. Yeah, pretty sick.
Yeah, it's pretty sick. I try to empower women whenever I can. It's just kind of my thing.
How many days in a row have you worn it without washing it?
I haven't worn it in probably 2 months. I was at the bottom of my laundry.
So you just got it out of the dirty clothes?
No, I washed it. I just,
Yeah,
my
whatever.
wife doesn't do my laundry anymore, so it just gets done less.
That checks out. I don't blame her.
Well, that was a point of contention. And she said, I'm not doing it. I said, I can handle it, and I can barely handle it. So,
That's the real reason you got sick. All those dirty fish clothes.
oh no, I wash those clothes every day. I can't do those. Those are disgusting.
Yeah,
You can't like have them inside. Your whole house will stink.
that's pretty gross.
What about you? What's your work like, Ben? Work week week?
Yep, that. Yes.
Good.
So been a pretty decent week. Busy towards the end. Today was really busy, but I did get to play some NCAA on Monday. I don't
Okay.
think we talked about that on the pod yet. So my initial thoughts of the game is it's pretty tough, honestly. It depends on the skill level you play it on. I thought it was going to be very similar to Madden in terms of offense, and I mean it's a football game, so it is similar, but the play styles are different. It's a lot faster of a game than Madden is, and I like to think I'm fairly decent at Madden. Like I play online in Madden, and I do fairly well, but I tried to set my skill level to All American to start, which is just a step below Heisman. I was like, let's bump it down a step and just get some easy wins. And the first thing I did was play like just a play now game. I played like a one offensive series just to get a feel for it. And I did pretty well. Used Carolina. Um, I was playing state. I scored in my first drive. So I was like, oh, this is cake. I'm going to start a dynasty. Started a dynasty with Carolina. It's very in depth. Like you don't just start a dynasty if you just want to play games. You really have to do the recruiting stuff and like manage your depth chart and stuff like that. So it is going to take like a lot if you want to make your dynasty good. So probably shouldn't have started right from the jump. But I really did like a practice dynasty. It's not going to be like my official one. I just wanted to get like a feel for the recruiting process and all that stuff. And I think I figured it out, but I played 2 games, lost both of them. So yeah, definitely not going to count that towards the record books. You know what I mean? But it's easy to throw interceptions, especially if you're playing on a decently high skill level. Like obviously you go out there and freshman, you're probably just going to throw for 500 yards a game, but it's easy to like try and force some stuff and they intercept the ball. Like they don't just drop it. So whatever, it's fun. Honestly, it's very fast paced. It's high scoring. Both offenses, even the computer's offense is really good. Defense is hard. So I'm pretty pumped to play some of that this weekend. Um, I had to teach land nav classes to the students, and that's always very in depth because they got tons of questions. Because like I said before on this, like none of them have ever really been in the woods before. So teaching them how they're gonna then figure out the location that they're at when they don't know using just a map and a compass and then find 7 points in 4 hours traveling like at least 10 miles each time is tough, and they got a lot of questions. So that's pretty intensive of a class that we do, but that's
And
been
it's called
fun.
land nav.
Yeah, land navigation. So navigating from one point to another, basically. I'm doing this.
Y'all ain't got GPS.
I have a GPS, but they don't. I'm doing this thing called the GAFB, It's like German Armed Forces badge. And it's kind of like a test or a competition you can compete for to get the German Armed Forces basically qualification badge to say like you're a good soldier in the German Armed Forces. And it consists of a PT test and then a couple other things. So the PT test, basic fitness test is what they call it, is 11 by 10 meter sprint. And it has to be done in 60 seconds. So it's 110 meters total, but it's like a shuttle. You know what I'm saying? 10 meters down, 10 meters back, 10 meters down, 10 meters back. So it's like a shuttle, which is doable. It's not that hard. Then it's a flexed arm hang. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, exactly. So you do a chin up and then you have to hold it there. I don't know what the minimum requirement is. I'm assuming it's like a minute, but I don't know. And then it's a 1,000-meter run and you have to do it in 6 minutes and 30 seconds. So it's like less than a mile, I think.
It's like 2.5 laps, right?
Yeah, a lap is 400. So it's like 2.5 laps around the track and you have to do it in 6 minutes and 30 seconds, which is not hard. So I'm not worried about that. And then you do a 100-meter swim in uniform and you have to do it less than 4 minutes. And then you have to take your uniform off in the water.
Just
Which I thought,
dick out and everything.
well, you have to wear your PT shorts underneath your uniform. So I got like basketball shorts on basically, but you swim. It's basically an Olympic swimming pool, 50 meters down, 50 meters back. You can't touch the side rail. You have to tread water while you shed your pants and your top. And then your time stops. So you got to do it under 4 minutes. And doesn't sound that hard. It sounds weird, but those Germans are into some weird shit, I guess.
I mean, they're
you got to do a
someone
first.
going to be there taking your time, like for the pool.
Yeah,
They're going to see the outline of your penis in your shorts.
100%. Yeah.
Yeah.
100%.
Just letting you know.
Yeah. I mean, it is what it is. I'm gonna pass, but then we gotta
Well,
do it.
when they take a look at your shorts, they're going to be like, "Oh my god, I'm failing this guy."
Yeah, probably. It's gonna be some German, and he's gonna whisper something to me in German, and I'm gonna be pretty offended.
Whisper some Nazi rhetoric, and you're just going to bust.
Yeah, anything in German sounds offensive.
It's a dirty language.
Yeah, it is. So then we got to do a first aid test, which I don't really know what that consists of. But I'm assuming it's like stop bleeding, apply tourniquet, all the normal stuff. Then I'm going to skip over one thing that's kind of hard to explain. And then you got to do a pistol qualification, which is 5 meters, 10 meters, 15 meters. So it's close, but you got to fire like 3 shots in 4 seconds, move targets, 3 shots in 4 seconds, and you got to get them in with different zones, count for different points. So obviously you want the most points. That's the hardest thing, I think, because it's the easiest to fail because people feel rushed, I feel like. But we just use the standard like M17, which is like the army pistol. And then after that, we have a 12-kilometer road march. It's like 7.4 miles or something like that. And I forget the time standard, but it's like 15-minute mile pace. So I'm doing that August 7th. My
All in one day.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah, it's gonna be a long day. But I think that's the hardest part about it is that it's a long day and stuff like that, and you end on the road march. So, but I haven't shot tons of pistols in my life. Like I've been to the range, I've shot a pistol here and there, but I've never done it like where I'm transitioning to targets and having to reload and all that stuff. So my first sergeant gave me his pistol to bring home. So he gave me his Glock 19. I brought it home with me today. And he has these dry fire rounds in it that are just basically shells, but they're inert. So you load them in a magazine and you pull the trigger and it just creates a malfunction. Essentially, it doesn't actually fire, but it helps you like focus on your technique. And if you want to practice your reloads and transitioning from targets and stuff like that. So I'm going to be in my office, like pointing the gun at the wall and fucking practicing a little bit.
Someone's going to think you're in there ending it.
Hey, you never know. But he has the actual targets that they use in gun competitions in there. So I'm going to at least get a pretty good idea. I know it's not the same as actually live firing, but might go to a range here before that starts, but I'm kind of pumped about that.
I mean, that's going to be a tough day.
It's gonna be a long day.
That's going to be a tough one. But I mean, you can just add that to the list of challenges we're accomplishing on this thing.
Yeah, and I mean, if I do it, I get to wear some fancy little badge in my dress uniform, which is kind of cool.
How many things do you have, you think?
Uh, I don't know off the top of my head. I know I have 6 ribbons, a tab, a regimental crest, and then I would have the Gaffney, which I guess would be like what, 7, 8, no 8.
So did you get something for Saber School?
Yeah, you get to wear like a little tab.
Cool.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah, I was talking to somebody and I was like, yeah, my friend's in the army.
He's in the army.
And I didn't really know how to explain what you did. I said he like blows up roads or something.
I
Yeah.
mean, I guess, yeah, you can word it like that. I am an engineer,
Okay.
and in the army, that means a little bit different than it means in the civilian world. When in civilian world, you hear engineer, you think primarily smart people that do construction, and in the army, it's less smart people that do construction worse than people do in the civilian world, and then we also do deconstruction.
So you're idiots that blow shit up.
Yeah, basically.
Okay. You're the meatball.
Yeah, just meatball that just blows shit up. It's fun.
Ugh.
I have a good time. There's not much in this world like the adrenaline rush you get when you have the initiator in your hand. And what you do is you pull it like that. And then it sends the shock wave through the shock tube and you can kind of see it happen. It's all like super fast, but then like the earth just shakes underneath you because all the pounds of explosives. Pretty nuts.
As long as you don't pull a little Jason Pierre-Paul and blow off half your hand.
Well, that was with like a firecracker or something.
Yeah, it was.
If I have a whoopsie like that, I'm going to be blowing off more than a hand.
Hey man, it's your life.
It'll be quick,
Painless?
probably.
No, can't ask for much more than that.
Yeah. When when I was a platoon leader, in the platoon we had this thing called an ABV, which is an assault breacher vehicle, which is a Abrams tank platform without the main gun. And instead of the main gun in our turret, we have 2,400 pounds of C4 on a line charge that shoots out like a rocket to clear minefields and stuff.
That's pretty wild.
2,400 pounds of C4 would absolutely obliterate the tank, not just you.
I mean, I'm built different, so I'd be fine.
You would turn into jello.
Well, not too far from what I am right now.
Yikes.
I do want to hop into a couple of comments real quick that we've had on. I'm just gonna grab my phone real quick so I can read them to you. Bryce said our political commentary sucks. I want to get it right before I toss him in quotations. Yeah, your coverage sucks. None of you should ever even think about being the Secretary of Education. I won't get partisan if you bring me on. I hate them both equally. Well, Mr. Eller, you can suck a big old bag of cocks because I thought our coverage was pretty good.
A big old bag of cocks. Listen, we're not here for political coverage. We're just stating facts. All right. I'm telling you facts that happened, and I don't care if you disagree with it or not, but Trump walked out to many men. And you can't prove to me that he didn't. It's fake news if you show me a video of him not walking out to it. I hope I hear it at his inauguration speech because I know for a fact he's going to freaking win.
I don't know. I'm going to leave it at that.
I think he's got it in the bag.
Coach McSwain, he watched an episode, who was our high school basketball coach. He said, "You two have a lot of potential with the podcast. The chemistry is a strong suit for sure. The rec league softball recap update is friggin' hysterical." He said he thought the athlete thing was pretty cool, and his brother's a huge Kevin McHale fan. Then I was like, "Thanks, man." And then the next thing he said is, "You're by far the best player I ever coached. Trey is a dumb piece of shit."
Yeah, so all of that was true except for the second part because I know for a fact there's no way in hell he'd ever tell you ever did anything good.
Hey, man, they're his words. I mean, I didn't even ask for it. He said, "You're by far the best player I ever coached."
You made the team out of pity.
Like, first of all, you made the team out of pity because I made it.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know if I believe that.
See, people just see you now. They didn't see you when you were fucking riding the bench, getting fucking yelled at because you didn't fucking save Dylan Owen from getting his face knocked off the wall. People don't remember that. I was there with you. We were both on Team Black on the bench. All right.
That is true. I'm pretty sure the quote was, "He's more important than you."
That is 100% what the quote was.
I mean, he did have a good point. He is a teammate on the team, and I let him crash into the wall. But that was pretty funny and pretty memorable.
What a time to be alive.
I would beat Dylan Owen 12-0 in one right now, Coach McSwain, just so you know.
No, you wouldn't.
Yeah, I would.
I've played with Dylan recently. You'd beat him 12-4.
I beat you 12-0.
You couldn't beat me 12-0 if there was a gun to my head.
All right, dude.
Run it.
Let's do it. I'm here. Just come down old Fort Mitchie.
All right. Moving on. We'll get in the weeds too quick if we keep on down on that topic. Okay. You got some random thoughts you wanted to address?
Yes, sorta. So let me pull this up. Random thoughts kind of go into my pet peeves a little bit. But so random thoughts in a sense, I wanted to talk about like USA basketball a little bit. We don't have tons to report, but they did beat Germany. It was a pretty close game. I think Braun put on another showing, and you know where Braun stands around here. GOAT. So that was exciting. Yeah, whatever that is.
That was a goat.
Yeah, I figured. But so I'm excited that the actual Olympics start on the 28th. I don't know who they're playing in their first round, but I'm pretty sure it's like a Red Robin style to get seeding for the actual tournament.
We're going to play some fucking third world trash heap and run them into the ground.
That's what I've thought about all these exhibition games, but hasn't happened.
Well, we've been playing heavy hitters other than South Sudan. Shout out to them. They played really good. But Germany's a good team. France is a good team.
We didn't play France, though.
No, I'm just saying they're a good team.
Oh, yeah.
Who's it? Serbia?
We played Serbia and we played Canada.
Canada. Those are solid teams. We beat the shit out of Serbia, though. I thought that would have been closer than Canada.
I thought that one's going to be closer, especially closer than South Sudan.
But those teams are dangerous come Olympic time because they got nothing to lose. And all those guys play hard. They're trying to, I mean, you got all the eyes in the world on them. They're essentially playing for more contracts. So
that is true. Another random thought that I wanted to bring up is last episode, you told me you were going to start your workout for the half marathon this week.
Yep.
And other than running from first to home, have you worked out?
I have the flu.
No, you don't. You don't have the flu.
Yes, I do.
No, you don't. You have a head cold.
I played basketball at 5 a.m. Played bad. Uh, some guy was like, "Nice shot," and like he said it in a way that he was like surprised, and I was like, "Don't fucking patronize me, dude." And
Yeah,
then it was almost a problem.
I feel you there. Um,
Like you're
another
not you're
thing.
not good. Don't fucking act like you're better than me.
Yeah, I hate when people do that shit. Another thing that I wanted to bring up, it kind of goes into pet peeves as well, is you know how I ordered that basketball?
I don't know that I do know that.
I ordered a basketball because I went to the gym and they didn't have enough basketball, so I bought one on Amazon.
Okay, I remember the gym not having basketballs.
I bought a basketball like then and there because I was fed up with it. So I bought it on Amazon right then. It's one of those Wilson Evolutions, and I got the one that has like the lime green letters. So the one that showed up is a Wilson Evolution basketball with the blue letters, which I don't care about, and it's a girl's ball. Now I have to send it back, and now I'm pissed at Wilson. But I want a Wilson Evolution. Like I don't want another type of basketball.
You know what I miss? The wave.
I don't. I never liked those.
I liked those.
I never really liked the wave basketballs, and they're playing with these Evo Next basketballs now. Don't
I
like
don't
them
like
either.
those.
Yeah, but that's like what the college players are using right now.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck about them.
That's true. I don't like it. Wilson Evolution or die.
Facts. If you just, I mean, you only have to call it the evolution. People
Yeah,
know what you're talking
right. Um, so you have any pet peeves before we send it off?
about. Before we go to commercial,
You want to do a commercial?
yeah, let's do a commercial and then, well, we don't even have to do a commercial. We could just hop back on and do another 10 minutes of random questions.
I don't have any random questions.
Oof.
You didn't put random questions in the agenda.
Look at it again.
I'll look at it again and know that you didn't put random questions in the agenda. Did you edit it, you piece of shit?
I did not. You can tell if I
100%. You 100% edited this.
edited. No, I did not.
You
can tell
edited
if I
it,
edited.
you piece of dog shit.
Okay, well, Trey doesn't read the agenda. That would be my pet peeve number one. You're supposed to have a level of trust in these sort of things, and obviously we don't have that.
I honestly despise you.
I despise me too. So we're on level playing field. My pet peeve is when you go into a bathroom and you turn on the water and it's got the water pressure of a fire hydrant coming out of the sink.
Would you rather have that than no water pressure?
Are you saying that as in no water at all?
No, like it'd be just like barely, like kind of dripping out, very limp. Like,
I'll take the limp.
really?
Yeah, because if it's limp like that, it's not going to spray all over my fucking shirt.
Oh, so just like this is like a random bathroom and you're trying to wash your hands.
Yes.
All right, that's fair. That's a fair point. All right, well, let's do that. Let's break and then just jump right back in.
All right. Insert racist comment from our viewers here.
Yeah, the initials of that person is JB.
I was thinking MJ.
Yeah. I could see either one.
I experienced both last weekend.
Also, MJ's snaps have been killing me.
He's unhinged.
Unhinged. I literally read them and I'm losing my mind in my office working. I don't even know how to respond to it. It's so funny.
He's unleashing the AW seed all over the Latin community. That's all I can say about that.
Oh my god. Oh man. That is funny, my man.
There's going to be 46 caramel color kids walking around in 10 years, bro.
Whoa, God, all growing up without a daddy.
He's been rich for a while, but he's about to put himself in the poorhouse with all this fucking he's been doing.
Yeah, that's good stuff right there. Good stuff. All right, so random questions. So since you're the man with the plan, why don't you go first?
Okay, both of them are related to high school sports that we played. So,
Okay.
my first question, what is one piece of knowledge or a phrase you remember from high school basketball?
I feel like there's something that I should remember is why you're asking the question.
You'll 100% know what I'm talking about when I say mine.
Yeah,
Been burned into my brain.
man. I think I'm drawing a blank probably because you put the pressure on me.
You can pass it. You can just pass it, and I'll meet the pass.
You okay. Is that your phrase?
That's it. Meet the
Oh,
pass.
meet the pass. Yeah, true. I mean, that's definitely a big one. Got to meet the pass. Um, there's
I
not
said-
something ingrained necessarily in my mind. However, because of the way we did practices and stuff, you remember we used to do like the 2-man shooting drill?
Pacer.
Pacer, yeah. And like there would be was this 3 people in there, right?
Oh God, so long ago.
I don't know, but besides the point, it might not even be Pacer that I'm thinking about, but like when you're shooting around and you miss and someone gets the rebound and you just go in for a layup and you get the ball back and you shoot your layup and then you get the rebound and you pass it out to the person who passed you the ball for the layup. I think that was a thing that we did in high school that obviously not everyone does, because when you just go to a random gym and you're shooting around and you miss, which doesn't happen that often, but you miss and then you go in to get your layup, like not everybody does it. Or if somebody misses and you pass them the ball to do a layup and then they just keep the ball, like I'm just giving it back to them for no reason. It's like, hey dude, that's not how this works.
Yeah, you can tell like if someone played like in a good program in high school if
No.
they do that.
Yeah. All right. So my question, what is the best shaped pasta if you're going to have spaghetti? Or best type of pasta? Thinking?
Probably spaghetti.
Okay. That's
Yeah, I
fair.
would say probably spaghetti. Like
That's- yeah.
that might be the basic answer. I do like for like a pasta or something, I want spaghetti. But if it's soup, I want egg noodles,
Yeah, I would agree with that. Soup's got to be some egg noodles.
like a wider noodle.
Yeah, we make our spaghetti with like, I'd say we use more meat than the normal spaghetti calls for. I like a lot of like ground beef or ground turkey or whatever it is in my pasta sauce. And so Sam sometimes likes to have like elbow noodles or bow tie noodles. Like she likes to do spaghetti with that.
I can get down with those. The one that I don't have often is like the really small one. It's almost like little stars.
Yeah, I haven't had that in a long time. I honestly prefer a spaghetti type noodle, but I like angel hair.
Like angel hair pasta.
Yeah,
Yeah. The real thin ones.
real thin ones. Partially because it takes like 3 minutes to cook.
Yeah, that's the thing that I don't like about, like starches like noodles, rice. It's just a pain in the ass.
Yeah, I mean we have a rice cooker, so I literally just measure out the amount of rice I want to cook, put some water in there, and just press the button.
That's a game changer.
It makes cooking rice so easy. Like you just let it sit there for 15 minutes. It's cooked. I scoop it out, put it in my bowl or whatever it is, and we're G to G. We make rice a lot. Honestly, we bought one of those. I don't even know how many pounds. It's probably at least a 50-pound bag from Sam's Club of rice.
Jesus Christ.
But we bought it
Big
when we
bag of
first
rice.
moved. Say what?
That's a big bag of rice.
Yeah, we've been going through it.
Fuck. Okay. You ready?
Yeah.
What is your most embarrassing moment from high school sports.
I mean, truthfully, probably. I don't like talking about this. It's got to be the Bashley thing.
Oh God, that's not even your fault.
I hated you guys.
That's not even something you did.
Yeah, I just got cut from the team, and you guys were horrible friends.
I can't help it that I was better than you our freshman year.
I don't think you were.
Oh, buddy, check the facts, bro.
I think you just went to all the workouts.
You know who else says they went to workouts, but I cannot remember them there? Drew.
I wouldn't remember because I wasn't at any of them.
He said he went to all the summer workouts and went to the camps that I went to and said that he got cut. And I was like, no, you didn't. The only guy I remember at camps with me that wasn't on the team was Eric Eason.
Yeah. Yeah, I went to like one summer workout, but I was doing football. So, and I cared more about football then than I did basketball. So, like, I wasn't going to sacrifice not going to football.
Well, you did play college football, so it worked out.
Allegedly.
Amen.
Maybe I just joined the Peace Corps for a year and you guys didn't know.
I literally came to see you. No.
Fair.
I had a moment that was embarrassing for me.
Yeah.
But I forgot it. So I'll just say some embarrassing things that happened. Billy Piner drove me 85 yards down the field on kickoff return one practice for JV football when he was on varsity. Jonathan Kelly hit me so hard my whole helmet spun around and I was looking out my ear hole. So that was my two embarrassing moments from my 2 months of football leading up to the one game I played before I decided I wasn't cut out for it. And then track, you remember the Eagle games?
Yep.
One kid, Austin Morgan, you remember him?
Yep.
It was like the tire pull. And I was like, oh, this kid's goofy. And he slung me around like I was made of paper. So that was pretty embarrassing.
That sucks.
Yeah. I did not do good. I did good with the group I was with. I destroyed them in like the 200-meter sprint because I was with a lot of the linemen. I don't know why. For track, for some reason. I was with like throwers and shit. Or maybe I'm getting that mixed up. Maybe that was for football.
Eagle games was for football.
Okay, then.
But we did go out there and like use the track for the Eagle games.
Okay. Then yeah, I won my group's 200-meter sprint and got annihilated like in all like the strong man stuff because I was with all the big guys.
Yeah, that makes sense. The Eagle games was a good concept, I think.
I liked it.
In practice, I don't think it worked out like it could have, but I think if he would have continued as coach and done that year after year after year, I think it would have been a good thing, but he just wasn't there long enough, which is just a trend for Ashley coaches, to be honest.
Yeah.
There's not more belittling in this world than losing in a tug of war.
Yeah, it was pretty fucking embarrassing. Like it's embarrassing to lose as a team, but to get dragged by another man.
Yeah. That's up close and personal too. That tire is not a big thing. You guys are face to face.
And I thought I was like, oh, he's a goober. And he fucked my shit up. Bad.
Yeah, I hope you still remember that.
And he probably doesn't. He probably did that to a bunch of people.
Yeah.
He's a big guy.
He was a big dude.
That's like what I didn't understand about football. I was like, I'm more athletic than this guy.
Yeah,
I didn't really understand strength.
true.
Those aren't the ones I had though. If I remember the embarrassing one, then I'll.
Yeah. I think my freshman year of football, I wasn't like very good. Like I was good at football, but I was pretty like nervous and didn't really know what position to play. And I was really small freshman year. So like nobody really noticed me or anything like that. So I remember when we got pads, like the first time we got pads, I for some reason got these really big shoulder pads that I thought looked so goofy. And I hated going out to practice every day because they just looked goofy. And finally, somebody got like kicked off the team. That was like a really small dude, and I stole his shoulder pads. But it was embarrassing going out there every day because I wasn't bad, but you just like my thing always. I say you look good, you feel good, you play good, you play good, they pay good.
And
And if you don't look good, you don't feel good. If you don't feel good, you don't play good. And you don't play good, they don't pay good.
the thing I remember is Coach Tyndall came up to me one time and grabbed my face mask because I was a receiver and I had like a lineman's mask.
Yeah.
And he like shook my shit and he was like, "You need to get a different helmet or something." And then I quit like 3 days later.
Yeah. Well, you didn't do a great job blocking for me when I was returning kicks back there.
I had one pancake, bro.
It's not a pancake if you're the one being pancaked.
No, I had one pancake for real. And then that kid beat my ass the rest of the game, every play.
Oh man, that's good stuff. What a time.
One day we'll have to talk about our almost regional championship flag football win at UNCW.
True, we will have to talk about that. Um, we had a decent little squad.
I only played in one game. Or
Really?
one tournament. I only played in that tournament. You said that you needed an extra.
Oh, true, yeah. Well, that was the only tournament play we part of. It was a intramural thing. And then they were like, yeah, you guys are doing, or there's an opportunity to do a regional tournament. Like, anybody want to play? Or it was no, because we won the championship for intramural, and we then were granted access to play in this regional tournament, which we had no business being in.
We finished in second, I think.
I think we overall finished in second, but like we had no business being there. Like the other teams had plays and wristbands and all kinds of stuff, and we just could not compete.
But somehow it did.
Somehow did. Somehow did.
You got one more question and let's wrap this thing up. I gotta go see a movie.
Yeah, I do.
I gotta go see A Man About a Horse.
I'm guessing that's not the movie.
No, but I think that's a saying.
Yeah, it's the same. Um, all right, so what's your go-to coffee order? You're out on the town, and Marissa's like, I want to go get some coffee. What's your go-to coffee order?
Uh, just like an iced French vanilla latte.
Pretty standard. Okay.
Yeah,
Good data.
the thing I like the best is from Starbucks, uh, caramel crunch frappuccino with no bottom whipped cream. Like they put too much whipped cream. They like put whipped cream on the bottom and the top, and I don't want all that.
Yeah. Okay. I'm pretty.
I want it sweet.
You said what?
I want it sweet.
Yeah, I feel you. I'm kind of the opposite when it comes to coffee. I don't really dig sweet stuff in my coffee. I kind of want it. I like the bitter taste of coffee. So I usually just get like a nitro cold brew, and I tell them to leave some room for cream, and I just add some cream and like maybe some simple syrup. So similar to what you get, just no French vanilla.
Yeah, I fuck with like French vanilla, hazelnut. Those are probably the two I get the most.
I drink milk from the cow because I'm a real man.
Uh, I also drink titty milk. Not unpasteurized though. Unpasteurized milk is dangerous.
Yeah. Um, drinking drinking non cow milk is what Mike would call beta.
That's going to be the name of the episode. Beta males drink non-cow.
Nut milk.
Drink nut milk. All right.
Lock it in, baby.
Fuck it. All right. That's a good one.
All right. Any closing comments?
I'm doing a half marathon. I'm gonna win at least one fight in the tournament that I enter. I'll once again finish top 10 in the Carolina Beach Rec League in scoring 6 years running. Never not done it.
I mean, what's the minimum amount of games you have to play to get on the list?
A third of the games.
I'm about to say, if I just come down and play one game, lead the league in scoring.
You'd have to find a team to play for. You're not taking away shots from me.
Yeah, that's why you guys aren't going to win a lot of games.
We went 7-1 last year.
I'm just telling you.
Hey, you're no Trey Bryant. That's all I gotta say.
That's fair. I didn't claim to be.
All right then.
All right.
Next episode, interviewing Corey Montgomery.
Yeah, looking forward to it. It's gonna be good stuff. All right, dog. I'll catch you next time.
Peace.